Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a little journal marathon video, or a little journal, what do I normally call these? Journal catch-up video. I wanted to call it a journal marathon just because it really felt like I was doing a marathon with how much journaling I did on this day to catch up in my journals. So yeah, why not change up the title a little bit? Okay, anyway, the first spread that you are seeing me do here is just a little photo spread where I'm putting in some photos from Canada's Day, which when this video gets uploaded will have been a long time ago. But I went to a little port with my, is that what you call it? A port, a marina? I don't know. With my family and some family friends. And so I just put in some pictures because it was just such a beautiful day. And yeah, anyway. So, what was I saying? Right. So I just printed out a bunch of photos on my regular, like HP OfficeJet printer and then stuck them in. I think it looks super cute. And then whenever I put photos in my journal, I just like to put in, little like strips of washi on the side in colors that match the rest of the photos, just to add a little bit more to the page and to get some use out of the washi tapes that I don't normally get a lot of use out of. And by that I mean like the plain colored washi tapes I have. I don't use those to decorate my spreads too often, and so whenever I put pictures in my journal, I like to try to use them up on those pages, if that makes sense. Anyway, yeah, so that was just a really fun day. I am recording this voiceover on September 15th, so it has been a while since I filmed this video, but as you guys like to know, I like to upload my videos in chronological order and also have a backlog so that when I'm at school, I have videos to upload every week, because I definitely don't have the time or the means to film a new video every week while I'm at school. So that's why this video seems like a little bit old, but I feel like for just a little journal marathon video, it doesn't really matter because you can really watch it at any time. Okay, anyway, excuse my rambling. I'm just finishing up with the spread, but the journal that I'm using in the video was my 53rd journal. It's a little faux wood grain journal that I got from Dollarama, which is a Canadian dollar store. You guys hear me talk about these journals all the time, but I just really love them because they're so plain and I get to decorate the cover with stickers, which I always love to do. If you saw at the beginning of the video, there were stickers on this cover and I just love how it turns out. Anyway, we are moving on to another spread now, which looks like it is going to be a little subscriber milestone spread. Pretty much, I think ever since I hit 100 subscribers, I've been making this kind of spread in my journal, which is crazy to think about because that means I've made like 40 spreads where I've counted my subscriber milestones, because since then I've hit, right now I'm currently at 2,200, I think, 2,250-ish. And so when I made this video, I had just hit 2,200. Right. And I started making these spreads at 100 subscribers, and I've made one every 50 subscriber milestones, like 150, 200, 250, etc. So I've made tons of these spreads, and I've done it in different ways, but recently, because I haven't had as much time, I've just been cutting the numbers out of pattern paper and then writing subscribers underneath, which is still fun. But I used to do it a little bit more like complicated, where I would cut out the numbers in cardstock and then decorate it with different washi tapes. So this is like kind of a new and improved version where it takes less time for me to do it. But yeah, still fun. So I always like to make these spreads just to kind of like remind myself like to be grateful about these subscribers. And I think it's really nice to commemorate the milestones. And I'm grateful for all of you watching the video. Anyway, yeah, so that's just what I'm doing here. I'm actually using this scrap paper from this planner I had gotten. It was an 18-month planner, and I decided to just use it for 12 months. So I ripped out the other 18 months in the planner, and the like monthly cover pages, kind of like the dividers, were made up of these like pretty papers. So I was like, you know what, I'm not just going to recycle it. Let me reuse it and use it as scrap paper for my journal. So that's exactly what I did. And I feel like it's really fun to get to use these papers, and it was like, you know, free, I guess, in a sense. Okay. Anyway, so I'm just gluing on the numbers, and in a second you will see me writing on subscribers underneath. I feel like whenever I'm doing a voiceover, I never know what to say to fill in the time. And honestly, it's not even just with voiceovers. Whenever I film any sort of video and there's like a moment where I'm not speaking, I feel like I should be speaking to fill up the silence, although I feel like you guys don't mind. And then I just end up rambling. So here we are. Anyway, I picked out some Crayola Super Tips and a mild liner brush pen that I thought matched the colors of the paper, and just wrote out subscribers, and I feel like it turned out really cute. Anyway, let me know in the comments how you guys are doing. I have this video planned to go up for, let me check, September 20th, which is this coming Friday. And so I would love to know how you guys are doing. I will have finished my 3rd week of 4th year by the time this video goes up, which is crazy to think about because then I'll already have been, not a quarter. I will be done a quarter of the semester and then an 1/8 of my final year, which is just crazy. Like, I honestly, even walking on campus, I can't believe that I'm one of the oldest students there. Like, it's just so baffling to me. And in my head, like, I feel like I'm still not used to being a 4th year. I still consider myself a 3rd year. And whenever I think, like, oh, this person is a year younger than me, they must be a 2nd year. But now they're actually a 3rd year and I'm a 4th year. And it's just so crazy to think about. And the fact that I'll be graduating in June, like, I'll have my convocation, is crazy. Of course, I'm not done with school yet. I still have 1 more year of teachers college to do before I'm, like, officially done and graduated and can work. But it's just a really insane thing to think about. Anyway, the spread that I'm working on now is a little photo spread, once again, to commemorate my first matcha experience. It's this cafe downtown that only serves matcha drinks, and it's really cool because at night it turns into, like, a matcha bar. Like, they serve, like, cocktails, but with matcha in it, which is nice. And yeah, so I just thought that was kind of cool. Anyway, got distracted because I saw a text. But basically, I went to this bar for the first, not bar, I went to it when it was a cafe, with my friends Kaylee, Rachel, and Brendan, and we got drinks for the first time. I got the Cocoa Pandan, which was so delicious. It was a coconut pandan matcha drink, you know, as you might assume from the name, and it was so freaking good. Like, I am obsessed. I got it with oat milk instead of regular milk, and it was actually amazing. Was it ridiculously expensive? Yes, but so good. So I just printed out some photos to commemorate that, and then decorate it with some washi tape, same as the photos in the first part of the video. Anyway, now I am working on, I think, a book spread. Okay, what book is this for? I guess it'll be a guessing game for us together because I'm not entirely sure. Oh, you know what? Now that I'm seeing the quote, I think it's for the book, the newest book by Carly Fortune. The first one was Every Summer After, and I don't remember the name of this one. I'm gonna look it up because it's gonna bother me if I don't remember. Carly Fortune books. Oh, This Summer Will Be Different. That is the name of the book that I'm doing the quote for. It says, he'll save his best words for me and I'll save mine for him. And I remember here I was mad that I messed it up because I kind of, like, got distracted, or I was moving too quick while I was writing the quote, and I almost wrote I'll save him. So you can see that the M in mine is a little bit off. And so I tried my best to turn it into an M. And then because I had so much extra space on the bottom, sometimes I just, like, don't space things out correctly, and I just, like, I don't know, it's messed up. And so, like, I mess it up and I don't space things out correctly. So I just tried to kind of do a bit of doodling at the bottom. I wanted to draw out a dock and, like, a little sunset scene to match the cover. And as you guys know, and as I always say, I'm not much of an artist in terms of, like, drawing and painting and stuff, but I tried my best and I think it looks okay. It's nice to just fill in the space. And I try not to put too much pressure on myself to make these spreads perfect anyway. I used to put a lot of pressure on myself because I would post these on my, like, journaling Instagram. But since I don't do that anymore, yeah, here we are. I kind of have been thinking that I want to, like, do Instagram again. But honestly, I feel like I just genuinely don't have the time for it. I barely have time to upload these YouTube videos once a week. And with Instagram, I used to post, like, every day, and it's crazy that I used to do that, and I kind of miss it because it was really fun and I got to interact with a lot of people. But I feel like YouTube is still good too, and I love when you guys comment, so I get to interact with you guys that way too. Okay, anyway, moving on. I don't know what I'm working on next. Let's see. Looks like, okay, I'm being a bit slow. Looks like I'm doing another bookish spread. Oh, I know what this one is for. This one is for the book The Reappearance of Rachel Price, I believe is the name of the book. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a book by Holly Jackson. I think it's The Reappearance of Rachel Price. And I actually really enjoyed it. The quote here says, the people who loved you, the ones who really cared, they would always come back. Yes. And so with this one, I tried to kind of switch up the way that I did it. I wanted to write it kind of, like, slanted just to mimic the cover a bit. And then because this book is kind of like a mystery, about like a girl who disappeared and returned, obviously, the reappearance of Rachel Price. I wanted to just try something new, and so I literally colored the tip of my finger with acrylic super tip and then stamped it to kind of look like fingerprints. I don't know. I don't really know what the thought process was, but I thought that was kind of fun and new. Okay. Anyway, if I could hurry up and figure out what I'm going to do next, that would be great. Looks like we are going to work in my memory planner, which you guys have heard me talk about, but I don't always show it too often. Basically, this is just a little sticker planner from Planning Roses where I plan out my week with stickers. It's pretty much another form of a journal. And I really enjoy it. I think it's really fun, and I love collecting the stickers to use in it. I do use some scripts which come from my shop, Valerie's Paperie, but unfortunately it is no longer open, so yeah. The other stickers that I use, though, are from Once More with Love, the Coffee Monsters Co., Paper Shar, which I have a lot of Paper Shar stickers, so pretty much most of the stickers that you see me put down are from Paper Shar. I will leave the link to all of those shops down below, along with my referral code in case you're interested in getting a little discount for your first order. And yeah, the foiled stickers, though, which is something I don't do super often, the little icons are from Pretty Pinko. I got them from like a Toonie Tuesday, and they're really fun. I like to pull in foil when I can, but it's not always super often just because I don't have a lot of it. But the foil that I'm using on the actual kit is from the Prairie Planner, and it's like kind of summer themed. There's like little flip-flops, suns, ice cream, and I think it's super cute. And I love a gold foil moment, so there's that. Okay, moving on. Looks like I'm just kind of catching up for the day, and then I will put it away. The kit, though, was from Pink Planner Shop, which is where I get my printable kits. I love those. I always get my printable kits from her shop just because the format is so great and so easy to use, and she has such a variety, and they always go on sale for a great price, and it helps me keep my memory planning affordable, because if I was buying like a printed out kit from a shop every single week, I think it would become a very expensive hobby. Anyway, next we are moving on to my Japan journal, which is really fun. It took me a while to finish this journal. I think I finished it literally a month after I'd come back, just because whenever I have to print photos, I always feel so lazy and I don't want to format them and choose the photos and print them out. And it's just like a lot of work. So I always put it off, whether it's in like a travel journal or in my real journal, but I finally got around to formatting these photos and putting them in. So go me, I finished this journal. Yay, it's finally shelved. And yeah, so I printed out a bunch of photos from this day, which is the day where we went to the Warner Brothers studio tour in Japan. It was so fun. The exhibits, or whatever you want to call it, were so cool and so lifelike. I just thought it was like so fun. We ended up spending so much time there. It was ridiculous. But yeah, I printed out a bunch of fun photos of me and my family. Basically, I just wait for my dad to post them on Facebook, and then I steal them from him. Very few of the photos are photos that I actually took, but I just think it's fun anyway. So I put in a bunch of photos. You can see some of them where, like for example, on the left side, we have me and my sister in the thing that Hagrid drives. I don't know what it's called. But we have that. We also have us on like the little bridge, I think, that leads to Hogwarts. There's a little dragon in the air, and we're all like making shocked faces. I just think photos like this really make or break a travel journal, and it really helps me remember more of the trip. And I just think it's such a fun addition. Anyway, yeah, so lots of family photos. We have our lunch at the Backlot Cafe where we got some Harry Potter themed food. It was really cool. And to decorate, I'm using this green washi tape. It's actually Draco Malfoy themed, and I got this while I was at the Warner Brothers like tour place, at the Harry Potter studio tour. You know what? I don't know what it's called, but I got this tape while I was there. It came in a set of 4 along with a Harry Potter tape, a Luna Lovegood tape, and a Hermione Granger tape, and they were on sale for 50% off. So I felt like it was a cute little memento. And the reason I'm using the Draco one is because my whole journal was themed on the colors of pink, yellow, and green. And so I wanted to keep with the theme but still get to use a washi tape that was more Harry Potter themed to make it just like more fun, you know? Yeah, anyway, so I put that tape down, and then I used a bunch of these Wonton in a Million Hagao Potter stickers, which I just think are the cutest things. I got these in a little giveaway D-stash, and I just think they're so freaking cute. Like, they are so adorable. I love Hagao Potter. And so I just put a bunch of those stickers there to fill in the extra space. Whenever I do these photo spreads in my travel journal, I pretty much do it the same way as my regular journal photo spreads, where I put some washi. Sometimes I will also like use my Tombow Fudenosuke soft tip pen to write out some like descriptions of the photos and stuff. But for this one, I just wanted to use up a bunch of these stickers since I've had them for so long. Like, I got them in the D-stash probably like 2 years ago, and I've just been saving them for the right occasion. And you guys know that I've been kind of switching my mindset to less hoarding of my stationery and actually using it. So it was really nice to finally be able to use these stickers, and I feel like they were perfect for the spread. And yeah, it's always so satisfying to finish up a sticker sheet, and I'm really working on being better at using up my stuff, because I feel like as, you know, a whole community of journalers, we have the tendency to like hoard our things and buy a lot of stationery, which is fine, but I just think it's also nice to use up your stuff as well. And because I wanted to use up that sheet, I just took the rest of the stickers on it and put it on a random page just to fill it up. Anyway, last thing we are doing is working on my current journal at the time. So during this video, when I was filming it, I was working on journal number 54, which is this cute little journal that I got from Midori. I love the cover of it. It was such a perfect summer journal. And yeah, so it looks like I'm making my, I guess what would be my June expenses spread, I think. I'm using this card from Papershare, which I talked to you guys about earlier. She has a bunch of these cute little postcards in her shop that I like to use to like track down my expenses in my journal. She sends them as freebies, and by she I mean Zenny, who's the shop owner. Super nice. She sends them as freebies in your order, but then you can always go back and purchase past designs if you missed out on them, which I think is really cool. And so the strawberry design was the theme for one of the months for the freebies, and I thought it was cute for a little summer spread. So I'm just making a little spread here, decorating the top and bottom with some paper scraps that match the color of the postcard. Yeah, so, and then what I'll do is I'll write my expenses for the month of June on the back of the postcard and then just stick it in. Honestly, there's no particular reason why I'm like writing it on a card where it's hidden. Like, I don't really care, and I can always cover it up if I'm doing a flip through, but it's just a nice way for me to use up these cards and add more color into my journal, because that's always the goal. Yeah, so I just decorate it with paper scraps and paint samples. You guys know I love to use those in my journal, and I really like the color scheme of this. I think it's very nice and summery and matches the card quite well. Just cutting off the excess here, and then you'll see that I tape in the card. I think that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little journal marathon with all my rambling alongside it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!